What's going on YouTube? So today we're going to be checking out the Panasonic HomeHawk window home monitoring camera. This is the KX-HN-C500 model. I think it's the only model they have that actually sticks onto a window itself. I know Panasonic has other HomeHawk style cameras. This one is actually made for the window, like I said. And this actually is a plug-in camera that you plug in inside. It sticks on the inside of the window, and it allows you to actually record stuff going on outside your house with actually not having to deal with weatherproofing or waterproofing your actual camera itself, and as well as you're going to be able to find an easy outlet area because most windows have outlets nearby. Now you're probably asking, can't you just buy a regular security camera and point it out the window? The problem with that you usually run into is you get the glare and the reflection off the actual window. So during the day, you get the reflection from the sun and anything light like that. And then at night, when you got the infrared on the sensor on the camera, it bounces off the window and it really ruins the actual night vision camera footage. So Panasonic has created their own camera that actually sticks to the window inside, and we're going to check and see how well it gets rid of the glare, gets rid of the problems at night for the infrared and all that. Currently, this camera is $149. I'll link it in the description below so you can check out current pricing, as well as if anything's changed. Maybe there's a coupon that Amazon put on there or whatnot. At least you can check it out and see what the current pricing is. So let's go ahead and check a few things on the box here. As you can see here, it's got color night vision, which with color night vision, most of your high-end cameras have color night vision. So it's nice to see on a little bit more inexpensive style camera. 150 bucks is kind of getting close to the expensive side of the cameras, but when you're looking at pricing, I'd say it's more closer to the mid-range versus the high range. Most of your indoor cameras are anywhere from 15 bucks for the real cheap ones, to anywhere up to $200 probably. This does use an iPhone app or an Android app. It attaches to the window like we talked about. We'll just show that to you. It does 1080p full HD with HDR. So it does have HDR camera recording possibilities or capabilities. And there's no monthly fees. So it uses an SD card to record to on the actual camera itself. It can take up to a 1 terabyte SD card, from my understanding is, which is excellent because 1 terabyte SD card is huge, and it can also record live for 24/7. And then as you see here, indoor use only. And that's what's special about this is you actually put the camera inside. You don't have to worry about it being stolen. You don't have to worry about it finding a plug to plug it into. You don't have to worry about weatherproofing and all that. So on the other side here, it says monitor your home from the inside out, kind of the theme here. Bright view at night with color night vision. So we'll check that out later on in this video. Attaches easily to window with suction cups. 24/7 recording on a micro SD card. And it does have person detection with customizable notification settings. So you can record 24/7 on this thing and still get alerts for motion detection. Because it's recording 24/7, you're not going to really know. You want to know when someone actually trips the person detection, or motion detection for that matter even. Because if you're recording 24/7, you're not going to know something happened until it happens, or when it's too late. So if, say, your vehicle got stolen, or someone came in and stole a bicycle off your front porch, or whatever it is, you won't know until you notice it's gone. On this, it'll at least alert you that something's going on so you can check it out yourself. It does have anti-theft with indoor setup. Well, I mean, in all reality, the anti-theft is it being inside, so I guess it's a feature. So as you can see here, it's kind of showing you on the back here what the actual night vision or the color night vision looks like. Here's what it shows view from a naked eye. It's kind of, they said image simulated, obviously. And then here's what it looks like from the actual camera. So this is, if you open your window, this is what your eye would see, your naked eye would see, and this is what you're going to see from the camera. And then we get a little bit of the room side, what you're going to see on the camera, as well as what you're going to see from the window side of the actual camera. All right, on this side it says view from anywhere with the HomeHawk app. So there's a little visual of what the app icon should look like. I am hiding the QR code because I think it actually goes to this camera. It works with Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant. Obviously, you can download the app. Obviously, you can download the app from the App Store, from the Apple App Store or Google Play for your Android device. It does work on iPhones 5S and later. iPad Air and later, as well as looks like iOS 10 and later. So you have to use iOS 10 or newer. Android devices on Android 5.0 or later. And it looks like it must be supported by Google Play and have Bluetooth, microphone, wireless network features. You need a wireless router, obviously, to use it, and it requires a plug-in to an actual AC outlet. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what you get in the box. I also want to get this set up on my iPhone to show you the app and the features of it, as well as I want to show you what the daytime footage video looks like, as well as the nighttime footage, so you can see the quality. Unfortunately, with this camera itself, you won't be able to have audio. I don't think it actually has audio recording, but either way, you won't have any audio because it's inside, and you have the window in between you and whatever's happening. So you get, right off the bat here, you get information and troubleshooting guide here. Kind of go over the actual device itself. You also have, whoops, looks like something else here. Probably more of a user agreement. Looks like it's printed in different language. No, this is terms and conditions for copying, distributing, and modification. And then here is actually a large, looks like, picture and some small text or short amount of text for follow these steps to get a quick start guide. I do like these. I am the typical guy. I don't like instructions. I don't like looking through a thick book of how to do things. I like pictures. I like step by step by step for most things. And this is a nice quick start guide they provide you. So here you have the actual plug-in. So it's your typical barrel plug-in, not a USB or micro USB plug-in for power. And then it looks like they give you a few cable management double sticky tape type things that you can plug in. I don't know if you can see that. Not plug in, but you can put these on along the windowsill or whatever to get the actual cord away or holding up onto the actual windowsill. That way it's nice and neat. So here's the actual camera itself that you're gonna see through the window. It's actually, this camera itself is actually not too bad. It's the size of my hand. It's fairly small, so that's nice. From the actual box itself, it looks larger, but obviously the box size, you can tell it's not that comparison. It's hard to tell on camera, but either way, this camera's not that big, which is really nice. You can put that on the window at the bottom and you won't really see it very much, even though this is a black rectangle sitting there. On the back, you have a setup button, a reset switch. You have a micro SD card slot here. And then it looks like you have a pull tab right here. So you can pull it off the window, and then it looks like a suction cup lock. So it locks it towards the window and then let it go. And then you can pull this tab right here to pull the actual camera off. Then you have the back cover here, and this will just go on the back side of this. So that way it looks nice and neat. That way if the window blinds up or something like that, then it just shows this versus the internal electronics of the actual camera itself. So I did want to talk about this a little bit. I was looking for suction cups. I did not find any. So it looks like this portion right here and this portion right here, I believe, and you can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments section below, but I believe when you pull that lock, this lock right here, and when you actually do that, it suction cups it to the window. Now I did it against this table here, and it suctions pretty good. They do give you, on the bottom of this, double sticky tape, so you can put those right here, is what it's showing. Oh, got some rubber here too, but they put them right here for a longer lasting stick. They do recommend cleaning the window very well before you put this on there, which makes sense because it'll help the suction power, as well as you want the window clean before you actually put a camera through it. If your lens on your camera is dirty, obviously you're gonna have problems. Now they do say to actually clean or resuction, use the suction cups, reuse them, or I guess not reuse them, but they do say every 3 months to unsuction and then resuction them again to make sure there's a good grip. You can set that alert on the actual app itself, I'm seeing. So let's go ahead and get this set up and check out the actual app itself. And then we're gonna also check, like I said, we're gonna check out the quality of the video. All right, so here's a little bit about the app itself. So we got the one camera here, and here's what protection mode it's on. Right now it's basic, so there's no actual protection. It's not going to get any motion detection or anything like that. So we can tap in the camera right now, and it's going to go ahead and load a live view. So here you can see a live view of what's going on right now. Now, one thing I wanted to mention was I was wrong. There is no infrared part of this camera. It actually uses light. It's got like, I guess it's got this nice CMOS sensor for the camera that anything 0.2 lux on illumination, it actually magnifies it. So this is outside right now. I got my outside lights here. My neighbor has their outside lights on too, and there's a street light down further away down there. And so as you can tell, it looks pretty well lit up. It's 9:44 right now, about 2 hours, a little actually more than 2 hours after the sun went down. So not bad. I will show you the video footages of daytime and nighttime. One thing I will note that I forgot, I have a screen on my actual window, so you can see like the kind of the grid there. That's actually from the screen, so don't pay any attention to that. I forgot all about that until I started looking at the footage. Overall, the footage, I'm actually pretty impressed with the daytime footage. It did really well, and the nighttime wasn't too bad. I am a little worried about no infrared, but the nighttime vision, as long as the night vision, as long as you have some light, you'll be fine. So right now, as you can see, it's pretty well lit for where it actually is. So you can actually narrow down to what detection there was. Was there motion detection, person? Was it manual, or was it projected? Or protected, I mean. So basically go through here. Here's all the motion detections. As you can see, person, motion. So I wanted to show you something on actual motion detection here, how well it actually detects the motion itself. So here is a video of it catching a school bus. And you'll see here, it caught the school bus. It caught the school bus before it even came in the picture. So it's almost like it takes snaps of video every so often, since it's plugged in all the time, and saves it. And then when it actually detects motion, it records first and then gets the motion at the very start of it. So that's really nice. Sometimes what you really see in a lot of security cameras right now, well, just right now, but a lot of times, is say someone's dropping off a package or something, you don't get the actual recording started until the package is dropped off and the person is turned around. Same thing for if they're stealing something off of your front porch. By the time it starts recording, you got the backside of the person versus their face. So that's one thing that I really liked about this actual camera itself. That's what they did really well in this. So let's go to live view again. And so you got these options right here. You can take a photo. You can I can record right now for a certain set of time. And then right here these are boxes that will actually form when it sees motion. So as you can see here, it found me as a motion here and it formed the boxes over the motion. So it shows you what was actually the motion part of what's moving. So it's got that, and it's got that vehicle that drove by. So you can turn that box on and off. It's up to you. You do have settings. You have quite different settings. You got signal strength for your Wi-Fi. You got video settings here where you can record at different resolutions if you wanted to. So you can go down to VGA, HD, 720p HD, or full HD at 1080p. You can go to frame rates of 15, 25, and 30. 30 is actually pretty damn good for video or security cameras. And then you can change the brightness of it, turn HDR on and off. The bitrate level icon, you can leave that on or turn it off if you wanted to. You also have record settings, which there's my SD card. I have a 20 or a 32 gig in there. I can format it. I can overwrite recording and do a timestamp on and off. Overwrite recording is, so if you do live video or where it records 24/7, it'll overwrite the oldest first. We got notification settings. And so it'll notify me on recording error or mode change. Detection settings, so you can do a detection area. So right now I actually took off. So you can see here detection areas, the green stuff. Well, you can set up green or no detection active, and then you can do non-detection area, which I've set up, and these check boxes are the ones that I turned off, so it doesn't detect that area for movement, which is the tree, which moves around a lot when it's actually windy out. And then you can change the motion sensitivity from normal, high, low, very low. Right now I just have it normal, which has been doing fine for me. And then also the status LED, well, login settings is, we're not going to go into that, but there's just extra settings for login stuff, reset your password or change it and whatnot. Status ID, there is an ID or a status LED. There is a status LED on the actual unit or the camera itself. It's actually, I think it's, yeah, it's blue, I believe, when it's on. And then when it's actually recording, it's red. So when I was actually recording the nighttime video, I could see red light blinking. Even though the light's on the back side of the camera, I could see a reflection off the window, well, actually the blinds in the window that is recording. So if you don't want that on there or don't want a light at all, then I would suggest you can turn that off. And then you have network settings, home wireless network, SSID, and then system settings where you can update the firmware. You can set your maintenance reminder. The maintenance reminder is the reminder to clean the actual suction cups every 3 months. And you can adjust the time if you need to. So that is it with this. Like I said, there were a few things that I really liked about it. For the price isn't too bad. It's, like I said, it's kind of on the mid-range side, and what you get out of this package, I would say, warrants that price in the mid-range side. The new kind of different setup it has, where it actually attaches to the window, is kind of cool and different. I don't think I've ever seen that before in any other security camera meant to do that. So that's kind of cool. The daytime footage is really good. Nighttime footage is not bad at all. The lack of infrared. So if you're going to put this in an area where it's pitch black at night, it's probably not going to work out very well for you. But if you have like your outside light on at all times, it'll work out fairly well for you. But like I said, it's 150 bucks right now. Probably goes on sale. I'm not sure. But if it does, you can check it out with a link below in the description. You can check it out yourself, as well as a link to SD cards or different SD cards that I recommend in there. I'll probably recommend different sizing depending on what you want. As far as what SD card I recommend, as far as size, I would at least get a 32 to 64. I highly recommend probably 64 and up. But at the end of the day, if you're recording footage that's 24/7, it's not going to be that big of a deal. It'll probably record at least a day in 32 gigs, I would say, if not, maybe more. So at the end of the day, if you get the notification that it actually, you saw motion, you can go back and look at it. You don't really necessarily 24/7 recording. I think it does a very good job of recording on motion detect. So you can save yourself a little bit of money on your SD card if you don't do 24/7 recording. If you have any questions, comments, or opinions about this that you want to put down in the comment section below, if you're inclined, go ahead and I'd be happy to hear from you. Other than that, if this is your first time to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I will see you next time.